I'm reviewing 10 books in 10 minutes so you know whether they're worth sitting down for. I'm going to give each book a short summary, no spoilers, and rate it out of 5. Here is the scale. 1 star, get out of here with it. 2 star, do not recommend but I did get through it. 3 star, alright, not bad, has some good stuff going on. 4 star, now we're talking, this book was good and memorable. 5 star, now that is a great book. I don't usually read books twice, but I might read this one again one day. Are you ready? Let's just get a timer up so we can be sure that there isn't any funny business going on. I really want to keep to this 1 minute. Okay, UBIK. So, after traveling to the moon on an important mission, a mysterious explosion causes reality to start going topsy-turvy. What follows is a mind-bending what's happening and who done it. Don't expect it to make sense all of the time, but I do think this book is charming and it's right up my alley. It can read a little old, but it was published in 1969. Take that as you want, maybe that's not your sort of thing. I think that the mystery really pulls you through this novel, and the intervening chapter paragraphs, which bring the reality bending onto the page, sell the work even further. At just over 200 pages, I highly recommend it. 5 out of 5. Before the Coffee Gets Cold is set in a Tokyo back alley, where an antique coffee shop offers the ability to travel back in time via coffee. There's some restrictions. You can't leave your seat once initiated, and this adds some drama to each experience. The book is split into 4 perspectives, each with their own story, however they do tie together quite nicely. It's a short book, just over 200 pages. I think the best way I could describe the experience is by noting the subject matter. It is a coffee table book. It's slow going, introspective, emotional. Some elements work very well, but the concept gets tired the more you read it, which is a shame because I believe the latter half of the book is more interesting and emotional than the first half. I would rate it 3 out of 5. The island of Dr. Moreau is shorter, standing at 186 pages. After a ship is lost at sea, our main character is shipwrecked on an island where he is nursed back to health by an eccentric doctor. The story is fast-paced, uncomfortable, and pretty relevant to today. It explores themes of playing God and medical malpractice while delving into fantastical horror. Things are hiding in the dark, and if you have good imagination, these things can be pretty scary at first. However, I think what really sells this book is the perspective it takes. It plays with our understanding of horror and asks us to question why something is scary and whether we should accept it at face value, or whether we should dig a little deeper to unwork our own prejudices. I would rate it a 5 out of 5. Rainbow Milk. I'll preface this by stating that this book was not for me and that I did DNF it. Though there is an audience out there, I'm sure. I read this in a book club, and the 10 of us who read it, each different in our views, felt the exact same way. The story is of a young black man turning from religion and family, seeking a fresh start in London, and falling into sex work in hopes to heal. For me, I found the initial chapters of his father first arriving in Britain and experiencing the initial impact and long-lasting difficulties far more interesting. The latter chunk of the book feels a bit tired. Overdone may be a better term, though I understand the importance of the perspective. Also, the prose to me feels like reading a shopping list. I appreciate what it's trying to say and would recommend it to those who may have an interest, but I'll personally be ranking it at a 1 out of 5. Kawakami's Heaven is the 2022 International Booker Prize winner. Big deal, eh? It's 165 pages of unsettling prose that ambles around until it wanders into a quite somber or beautiful ending, depending on how you look at it. Our main character is a young boy navigating school life, subjected to bullying because of his lazy eye. He soon befriends an equally troubled female classmate and their friendship blossoms. However, their connection, built upon terror and bullying, is troubled in and of itself. The prose is quiet, the book lets you infer. If you enjoy Japanese writing, I think you'll enjoy this too. If you like everything tied up in neat bows, I don't think this is for you. The premise is of two kids running on empty tanks, and it leaves you feeling quite the same. 4 out of 5. The Night Tiger is set in 1930s Malaya. 11-year-old houseboy Ren is in search of his late master's severed finger to reunite it with his body. Ji Lin, a dressmaker and dancehall girl, receives a gruesome souvenir. Their lives intersect as a string of murders occur, the result of tigers who turn into men. This is the perfect book club read. It's simple, flows well, holds interest, and delves into magical realism. It's emotional, and the more I write about it, the more I want to revisit it. However, I do feel like some of the relationships are weak. For example, the love between Ji Lin and her brother feels almost romantic at times rather than familial. Is it perfect? No, but it is a 4 out of 5. Norwegian Wood, a Murakami classic. Where to start? Toru is a troubled young man. He has loved and he has lost. He's aimless. Life is passing him by as he's stuck in the past, recalling relationships. Life throws him a curveball though, a way out, Midori, though it also threatens to drag him back under. Will he choose the future or the past? I would describe Norwegian Wood as looking out into a dark, snowy street. It feels almost magical, but at the same time sad. Some of the small details still haunt me. Where I feel it falls short is where it also succeeds. We are reading about a young man navigating life. Sometimes I want to shake the guy into the right mindset, but that's life, and that's why it's a 5 out of 5. You don't have to agree with Toru's decisions, but you have to live with them. American Psycho. You know the film, maybe not the book. The book follows a similar premise. Patrick Bateman works on Wall Street. He's a good-looking guy, wants the best, owns the best, but isn't always the best in a room. I have difficulty recommending this book. I feel like it almost sits at the intersection between art and novel. It's a pain to read sometimes with long-winded chapters about music and fashion, but there's a reason it's so highly rated. This novel criticizes our addiction-laden society. It's bland, but brutal, boring, and sometimes too true to reality. So I do recommend it, but I wouldn't be surprised if you put it down out of boredom or anxiety. And I won't review it. It exists, it is, and it sits among the works where numbers feel a bit silly to be thrown about. Monkey is the abridged version of Journey to the West. It follows a trickster monkey hatched from a stone egg and given the secrets of heaven and earth. Yes, that's from the blurb, and it is as crazy as it sounds. It's a book from the 16th century. Monkey battles bandits, proves himself to gods, and screws about a lot. Each chapter is a different story. It is the definition of folklore though. If you like repetition, you'll love this. I will warn you, though, it can get old, with quite a few of the chapters feeling like the same story with different characters. But it is entertaining. It's a 3 out of 5 for me. I will say give it a go, and get the abridged version before shelling out for the big boy, but it's a good book. Nocturnes by Ishiguro is a selection of 5 short stories focused on music and nightfall. From one story dealing with body modification in pursuit of fame, to another dealing with the drama of a poor musician brother supporting his sister at her busy cafe, this book deals with heartbreak. It handles simple emotions, wanting, loving, loneliness, the connection between humans and their craft, and it deals with them all expertly. Don't go into it looking for a punchline or a conclusion. Each story is the understanding that life can be difficult sometimes. Life is and will be. That is okay. It's sad, but it's okay. This book contains 5 snapshots of 5 people's lives. It's thought-provoking. If you're an artist of some kind, I do think it will hit harder than if you aren't. I'll be giving it 5 out of 5. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more, let me know. I loved revisiting some of these books. In some cases, it had been a few years since I read them, but looking back, my appreciation for each and every one of them has grown immensely, despite my scores. There's an audience for each of these, so if you think they sound right for you, please give them a go. Support your local artist and support the authors. Thank you. Bye.